Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jersey and today I'm giving you another little tour of another farm. We are on Gigi's farm. This is Susan's farm and we've been working very hard on this amazing entrance walkway that is gonna lead you into this lake farming village, and I'm very excited to bring it here to show you what me and Susan have been working on. If you've been watching streams, you know that you've been listening to it, but we are here finally to showcase it. So right now, when we come over here, this is like where you land when you coming into the farm, right? Welcome to Gigi's farm. This is where we start. Now back there is nothing. Don't worry about the back, because what we are going to be focusing on today is this whole front area. Yes, so this is the front area. This is where, you know, we've been putting a lot of work into trying to create something aesthetically, something beautiful, and create this grand entrance that then is going to lead you to different areas on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and open the map. This is the map right now. So as you can see with the mouse right here, a long time ago, we worked on the main home. We did the front lake. We did this garden style park area, and then we did the maze. Now, the new thing that we did is we did this other mountain right here. This is where you land with the little bus, right? Then we got all this grand walkway entrance. We got different sections over here on each of the side that is gonna lead you to the train station that is incorporated right here. The main train station. There is your fish farming area inside the lake. We have docks in 4 different sides, and then surrounded by a beautiful, beautiful fisherman's village. And that's the idea, and that is what we're gonna show you today. All right, so let's get that started, right? Because it is really important. Now, as you can see from the view over here, from the very top, you start seeing Susan's home right over there. I remember working on that project, and it was still one of my favorite projects and my favorite mountain that I've done today, with all those beautiful waterfall filling the dog ponds area. Now, the dogs live kind of like this in the water, a little more wild. That's something that I like, and we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that. But as you can see, we're going to go into the side. We did this kind of walkway here. We added all this water because, you know, water is really nice feature that you will enjoy in Farm Together. I think it looks really nice and really incredible when we get a chance. And then look at this. I love this. I love this little tier waterfall that leads you into the pool areas here, kind of to make it a little more sense and give you that trajectory of where we're going and where all this water is pouring into and flowing, right? To me, that is all very important. Now, when you walk down on the mountains over here, again, all of this farm is still a big working project. So all this land over here, there's a lot of ideas. We already marked our next section that we're going to work on. You see this little square right here? Yeah, that is our next project. Shh, very secret, top secret project. But we're going to be working on that very soon as well. So we're going to go down. Keep going down the mountain. I love the elevation. I love the little tier system, and you got bridges, you know, just going around the little area just because we want to give you this welcome. Now, I hope that one day the bus stop becomes an actual building bus stop. That's what I would like. Farm Together, let's make that happen. Kind of what you did with the train building. I would like a bus building. I think that will look incredible, so we can make area looks even nicer. But we have got a new building, so I feel like I'm gonna rework that very top area, make something even nicer. But for now, that is what we have. But I love this feel, and I love every time we get closer and closer to this beautiful walking entrance. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. All right, let's keep going down. And as you can see, we're start using now. This project has been going on for a while. Every time we get an update, we add, we take out, we keep adjusting because we can't finish fast enough, and we keep getting updates. So that is another thing, right? So as you can see over here, I love what we've done with the walkway. This leads you into Susan's home. This is like the very first one, and I love like the sequence that we have come up with this little 2 over here, with the little light over there, and then again 3, and then space, and then do the same sequence. Now, when you come on this side over here, if you come down the mountain, part of the idea we wanted to feel secluded because it is a different type of area, different square And we just made it simple. This could be evolved over time, but for right now, we just made it like a little garden area where you can harvest some honey, right? So we put a little honey area here. We put a little fence. You see the ducks. The pines are kind of like secluding the area to make it feel a little enclosed. We put a white red roses and just nice and simple. Again, all of this particular area can change. Me and Susan talk about it, but for now, that is what we have. All right, so as we go down over here, you're gonna be seeing little sections like the little pockets of parks. Now, a lot of this is you're gonna be able to duplicate it from different sections, different areas. We wanted like this entrance to take you to different park, different scenery, different things to look at. I love this here. We added, when that fountain came out, we added it right here. We were so happy. We had to like move things around, rearrange things, but we managed to make things fit really good. And also we get that view of the other park that is behind it, that is out there for you guys to see also as a video. When we come over here, we walk out and then we have this little beautiful walkway. Again, part of the idea is to create like beautiful garden areas using the fountains, using flowers. And as you can see, we're doing some of the border flower rocks. That means that these flowers can be harvested, but they're very beautiful to look at every time. And you don't have those baskets, right? So the whole entrance was also built in mind for that. As you can see over here, we got the elevation of the terrace and we're using some of the lights. And again, it brings you back down, bring you to this piece. Now, if you look right over here, this is where that waterfall tier comes down, filling up this area. And then what you gotta imagine, right, is like the water is going underneath this section and appearing on there on the underneath section. Now, if you wanted to make this feel a little more different, you can also add like the little bridges right here and connect this with water. We wanted specifically more of this, more of seating area in between, because I think it looks fantastic when you can see right over here and enjoy that, or enjoy this over here and just seeing the view. And I think this is like really, really nice to take in and to experience. Now, again, as you can see, each of the sections, each of the big walkways, we got this beautiful pattern of design. We got two light in between, we got some separation, and then again one, and then separation, and then again two, the light in the middle, and then this little the walkway that is going to be attached to one of our biggest projects that's going to be right on that side. So yeah, and then as you can see, a lot of this stuff we're just imitating one side towards the other. So as you can see over here, we got one here, we got one on the other side, and then this duplication from one side to the other. So when you open the map again, and you can see over here, so we're duplicating this, it's over here, and this and this. And as you can see, you're gonna see all of this is gonna be duplication. Now, you don't have to do it like that. You can, each of the square, you can create your own unique way to build and decorate, again, on Farm Together. But yeah, we decided to go that route. So let's continue to walk and show you some of the areas. Now, the flowers and the trees, again, are very subjective. Make sure that you plant the stuff that you like, the colors that you like, because it's going to be really nice. Don't forget that things on the flower pots like this, you can't harvest those, but these ones you can harvest. So, you know, if you want everything to be harvestable, then you might have to change some of the stuff. If you don't want everything to be no harvest, or you want just a clean look, then you can use some of that stuff. Like this tree right here in the grass, you can harvest. This one inside the little rock formation flower pot, right? Then no, these trees you can't harvest. So they're more for look, and they will always have the fruit on. So again, pick and choose what you would like over here. Now, we made this kind of little entrances right over here, and I can't wait, but pretty soon it's gonna get night. All the lights are gonna turn on. Everything's gonna look fantastic. But in this, we went ahead and wanted to use the hedges, use some of the animals, and kind of change them in colors. As you can see, we kind of wrapped it around right over here. We brought it all the way up. We have a little piece of pathing. And then depending on the animal, we may change the color. So right here, we got the white one. And I think this looks really nice. We got it very well illuminated. And not every single corner is illuminated. It's good to have shadows. It just gives you a little more depth. So if you're a person like that, then you may like that. If you look on the across the other side, again, you're gonna see that we have then a duck on the other side. Don't forget that we're duplicating what we do on one side on the other, but you can always pick and choose what the decorations will look like. As you can see, we got some of the lily pads in the water. Now, we did get the lanterns, and we actually haven't added that in. So, Susan, we need to do that. Remind me next time. Again, another beautiful kind of garden walkway going in and out, leading you to transition area. That is what we kind of decided on. It just leads you to another transition area. So we continue to walkway. Then you get to this bottom one. And again, what we did on the other side, we're doing it over here. So it's kind of like this little play on and sequence of events when you are designing over here. We got the fence wrapping around. Again, now the flowers here are changing, but the pattern is still the same, as you can see. And we continue to go here and there. And then archways at the end, just to make a nice little effect, right? So yeah, so as you can see, it's gonna continue and continue in each of the section. Let's just walk to the other side. And as you can see, that leads you into the park from the other side. And this is something that we want to do on the other side, right? And let me show you here, because this is what I mean. Like, this entrance is kind of like a transition area, and then you got these big walkways that leads you to different entrances. So when you look over here, this entrance is going to lead you into this park that you see right underneath me. It's going to be right here, and you enter the park over here. Now, this park is one of the first things we built. As you can see, it's still using the double lights. This is something that we can actually change now and make the single lights. And it's something that if the next time I come back, Susan, remind me, and we'll change all of the, because it is too many lights, but we'll change it. We'll make it look better. I think with some areas can stay double, and other areas we're going to do the single. And I think that will look a lot better. But this park is also in a video. If you want to find it, it's right there in the video catalog for you. Okay, so, and as you can see, we're going to continue and repeat this beautiful pattern that we created. So again, now you got another big pool area. You alternate your flowers. Then you start with the hedges over here. Then you got your beautiful garden walkway area with a little elevation. And then we divide it over here, and you get this. And you're going to continue on and off this sequence. As you can see, once again, this one leads you to the entrance. This one's going to lead you to the entrance of the maze. I love the maze here. If you have not seen that video, also go check it out. But over here, we got that, and then again, the garden area. And then at the end over here, this is where it changes a little bit. We added a little bit of pergolas here. Now that you're getting deeper into the build and to the walkway to the entrance, now we're adding a little bit like extra nice seating area right here. And then we do it the same thing on the other side. So it's really cool. And then we got one more section here, as you can see. And again, this new section continues with what we did before. So we got one section there, and then we got the what I call like the little garden area. And then after the garden area, you got the little beautiful pergola sitting area right over here. Now we're gonna do a flyby with the photo mode, so you guys can see a little bit from the top. So if in case you want to follow along, you'll be able to build that. If you see on the back over here, then this leads you into the walkway that leads you back into the maze area over there. I love the maze here. I think it's such a good build. Okay, and then we get to the very end of the walkway right over here. So once you get to the very end, again, this is the ending spot. This is we walk all the way down from the very point to that over here. And now this is where we started adding the main train station hub that also had this beautiful big opening right here that you can see our fish harvest area, right? This is our fish farm over here. Now, the main difference about this fish farm is that we wanted to make it feel more like people are actually fishing. And that idea, instead of making just fish a straight line, we did a big old lake. That is the lake that you see right here. And then we got all the fish in the game in different locations. Then we went ahead and put boats. The boats are in different locations too, so make it feel like people are actually fishing out here. We got different docks, and then we did the beautiful fisherman's village. Now, I love this design. I love the take of this. I'm very happy the way it turns out. We also got the train station that is the beginning how we're gonna add the train all around the farm. So but we needed a starting point. So if we got the bus station on the other end, why not start the train station over here? We got 2 little buildings over there. We put 2 bus stops like in here just to make it feel like people are waiting for the train and stuff like that. And I wish we had that, but also just as a plain item, not to actually teleport, but to actually make like a waiting seating area, because they're beautiful, but you don't want to overdo it and use them all because you need to put them in different areas in your farm. But I think it looks very, very beautiful. Now, something that I want to take it all in, because this, you know, when you do build like this, they're really big, right? And it's hard to see everything for the first time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do with the camera, and we're gonna really take it in. And as you can see, this is the fish farm. This is the fish farm area. We wanted something, again, very unique, right? We didn't want the straight lines. We want to make it feel very different. And we made a big lake where we can put every fish in the game right now, so you can harvest. And then we evolved that, because it was supposed to be something different, but then we evolved it into, we got the update of the houses. And then I was like, you know what? What if we created this beautiful fisherman village that is around the lake? And as you can see, this is something that I really like a lot. I like the way all this village just kind of looks right now. And we're gonna lower here. We're actually gonna do the flyby mode, because that way you can actually see a little more. Now, inside each of the villages, right, on each of the houses, they alternate in different sizes. As you can see, we went ahead and put a fence. They're up in a little bit of hill. We want to take away that flatness of the area, so we go up in elevation. Now, there are boats parked each next to the houses. We hide the little water with the fencing, but we did put gates in front of the boat, so it feels like more realistic, like you go in and out. And then some of this stuff, each of the houses also got chicken coops. So if you get closer over here, you're gonna start seeing that we got chickens. Look at this, look at the chickens. We got chickens walking around, and then we got like a little vegetable box in the back. And again, we put a little tree. Now behind it, we got a beautiful windmills. We got the silos, and again, another section for all of this. Also, we got the train tracks that it goes around here too, and it's really cool. That's why we put the fencing, so everything is just nice and divided. And I really like this. I really like the way all of this looks and the feel of it. And there's different fruit, there's different things. Some of them now over here on this corner over here, because we're not the train track, so over here some of these jars are a little bit bigger, as you can see. And this one has a pergola in there. We come on this side again, and you can see a nice little sequence, right? You see the house, you see the boat, you see chicken coop, you see tree, you see harvest, a vegetable box, and then we got rabbits. Now, when we were doing this, that's when we got the rabbit update. We didn't have a place to put the rabbits, but we want to see the rabbits, and there they go. Look at all the rabbits. It's just, I really love the rabbits. I think they look really good behind here. And then you can see behind this section, we also got all the silos again. We got the windmills, and we got a nice little section that we'll walk once again. But as you can see, this is what we have. Now on the bottom, we got the beautiful new lights. I really love these new lights. I think they look really great. Also, if you can see next to the lights, we see the little copper little line there. That's also to separate the pathing that we're using, the star path pathing, like the little beach pathing, and doesn't actually attached to the dock. So that's what we do. If we do like that, then it keeps the dock nice and neat. As you can see over here, we got the dock right over here on the water. And as you can see, we got some bunnies. I don't know, we got magical bunnies bouncing and bouncing. I like it that right there that it looks. We got even chickens walking the dock. I don't know what happened in the multiplayer. For some reason in my end, I'm seeing all of this. Susan cannot see it, but I love it. I love seeing like the bunnies are more wild and free, and the chickens too. So really nice. If we go over here on this section over here, so let's fly it over here. This is right behind it. Again, we are also laying out the foundation of the train system. that is going to be on this. So one of the things that we did is elevated the back side over here. So now each of the silo technically belongs to one of these houses, right? So that's the way we did it. So you've got to be careful. You go to your fence, you walk, no train coming. You can walk to the other side. But we did this beautiful sequence over here that I hope that you all love. And we have like the silo, we got the flower behind it, we got a vegetable box, and then windmill, flower, then silo, flower, and windmill. Then behind the flower we got light, and then we got like the vegetable box. Put anything that you want there. I was kind of color coordinating this because I added a lot of the purple vegetable. Anything that was purple I kind of added or had that tone of purple or pink, which we added just kind of to keep it nice in a nice little sequence. So we kept it like that, and as you can see, I think it looks really nice and it works really great. And the train tracks are there. If you go over here again, it gives you this beautiful look when you go towards this direction as well. And we added, you know, fencing on both sides. This is something that I may want to do on this other side. I never thought about it, but even though it's elevated and separated, I really like how the fencing looks here. So if this is something that you want to copy on this side, feel free and go ahead and lay out fencing. I think, Susan, if you like that idea, I think we should do it. I think it will look very nice as well, and dividing the property between the train tracks and all of that. And it gives you something else to look like. So we're going to elevate the air over here. And as you can see, look at this. I really like it. As you can see, at the end, we got a tree line just to kind of divide in the end of the farm because you can't expand anymore towards that direction. And then on the other side, it's the same thing. Susan did a really great job duplicating all of this. I did one half and she decorated and duplicated the other half. So, and that's how we work, right? Great teamwork, and we can work harder. We can add more detail, and it just looks incredible. And I'm really happy about this fish farm. I love the idea. I hope you like it. We have another train transition area that will lead us to other areas. But yeah, this is my favorite part. I love the fishing aspect. There's still a lot of space that we can add fish. Now, if you're saying, would this be the easiest way to fish farm? No, but it's a cool way, and it looks pretty on the map and very unique and kind of a little more realistic. Then yeah, right. I like this. I like more of that open feel lake section. I'm not saying it's going to be the easiest thing. And you see how in each of the boats over here, we got different fish around there. Now, they're in clusters. They're very close. So when something goes off, you should be able to kind of go to the section, especially if you open the map and you see what can be collected. So that should help you a lot. But I really like this. And again, we're going to do a little flyover of the entryway and everything, the way this looks over here. So there is my character right there. And here's the flyover from everything that we walk in. I really, again, I like everything that we have done. It has a great feel, great entryway here, dividing to where you're gonna go, and slowly we're gonna expand more of the area, more of the sections that we haven't touched yet. We haven't done the mine. We haven't done like some of the new items that we have. All of that needs to be worked and added, but it takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of planning and, you know, a lot of work, and sometimes a lot of trial and error. Sometimes it doesn't look good and you need to start all over again. But yeah, I mean, I love this, and it's some of the section already attaching and look complete. So yeah, so looks great, right? Looks great. So let's go over here. It's raining, perfect for fish weather, you know. Let's go fishing, and you can go fishing. But I want to walk it a little bit because walking it does gives you a different feel of how everything feels and looks. And I like it. I like it a lot. I know I keep saying that, but it makes me happy. I'm finally so happy that we can show what we were working on and what we managed to do. I think we pulled it off. I think the fishing village, it is my favorite thing so far that we have done. Me and Susan together. All these new houses came in a great timing when we were building this. All these lanterns, they look really great at night too. And you know, the idea is not to put too many, but look at this. I mean, it just makes it feel more full. It makes it feel very unique. and a whole different way to approach farm together. And that is something that makes me excited, is approaching farm together in a whole different way. I'm not saying this is the easiest and the most convenient way to sometimes harvest things, but what you can create and how you can build and how you can design, it truly is a fun way to figure it out. And I've been enjoying this journey. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little tour of what me and Susan have been working on. I hope that inspires you. I hope that it gets your wheels clicking and you're like, you know what, I want to do that. Maybe not as big, maybe even bigger. Maybe you do the ultimate fish farm with the biggest lake in farm together. Maybe that's you. You let me know. Tag me. Let me see it, because it'd be very fun. And I want to say thank you to Susan for always working with me and make all this project possible. And guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you all in the next one. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.